Welcome back. Really happy to welcome back to the program Quincy Veteran Services Director Christine Cugini stopping by, because there's actually a lot happening throughout the year with regards to veterans, and who better to tell us about it than Christine. Good to see you, Christine.
Good to see you, and thanks for having me today.
You bet. It's our pleasure. Happy July.
Yes, hot July, but very nice. It is summer, so we should expect it.
Absolutely.
No surprises,
Yeah.
right?
Before we talk about some of the upcoming events,
Sure.
I thought we could do just a little recap of the House to House for Heroes event that just took place not too long ago.
Yeah, we had, I think it was about 150 volunteers. We put together packets with the Sheriff's Department and went literally house to house to our veterans who are registered veterans within our city. Knocked on their door, and if they weren't home, we left a door knocker to say, you know, we have a packet of information for you. I thought it was a success, not something we would do every year because benefits don't change that often, but something I would definitely do or look at doing every 3 to 5 years, I would say.
Okay.
But, you know, we've had multiple calls saying that they received the packet and how grateful they were with the information, and quite a few veterans coming in that didn't even know that the office existed.
Yeah.
So again, you know, it's hard to hear that they don't know that we exist, but we try very much, you know, to get out there, get the word out, and that was a big push for us.
I know that was the biggest goal, right?
It was.
To get veterans the services that they have earned.
Absolutely.
That might not be aware that they have them. So did you find some new folks?
We did. We did.
Yeah.
I would say probably meeting-wise,
Yeah.
I've had about 15 new veterans come through.
Okay.
I was happy with one. Now
Right.
I'm ecstatic with 15.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
you know, 15 in a matter of 2 months, and that's just, you know, that doesn't mean others aren't coming.
Well, that's right, yeah.
And they do tell us that they came to the office because they received the packet.
That's great.
So
That's great. So it's
a
huge
success.
success.
It
Yeah,
was, yes,
absolutely.
yeah.
And you know, even in this day and age of modern communication and high technology, word of mouth is still
Word of mouth.
the best form of advertising.
It is. And not everybody is on the electronics.
It's true, yes.
Social media. We also have to know their email address if we want to send them emails to give them the information.
Yes.
So again, you know, just opening the lines of communication and letting them know that we're there for them.
And it's not too late,
It's
right?
never
if
too
you
late.
missed that day,
It's never too
reach
late.
out, reach out. Right?
Reach out, call the office. We are around for the most part. We'll be, you know, speaking of another event that we'll be at, that
Yes.
we'll have the packets at.
Okay.
So it's just a good connect,
Yeah.
a good touch.
Yeah.
So, and an easy one that, you know, I thought was helpful to a lot of people.
That's great. That's great. Yes, the main event that we're here today
Yes.
for is the 5th Annual Veterans Music Festival, VA Benefits and Career Expo.
Yes,
It's a
it's a
mouthful.
long
Yeah.
name, but we have an enormous amount of people involved in this, from the veteran benefit side, which is claims and, you know, what they're eligible for, education, as well as the healthcare side. I believe Mass Hire will be there, so they work very closely with the veterans offices locally. Parkinson's Pavilion will be there. It is a great day, even if you feel as though, one, you might not be eligible or in need. It's always good to just make the connection.
Yes, yeah.
You know, again, you know, you just don't know what's going to happen. So make the connection, educate yourself on the benefits that are available, and you just never know.
Right, yeah. It's this coming Saturday, July 13th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Up at Pageant Field.
Pageant
right?
Field,
Okay.
yes. Music, food. We have some parachute jumpers
Oh, no kidding.
landing at 12:30.
Oh.
And then, of course, the plus is all of the educational stuff that you'll have there with the VA and their different aspects of what they do. So
Yeah.
it is a great day. It is an amazing day.
Absolutely. And
It
connect
really
with your
is.
fellow veterans as
Absolutely,
well, right?
yeah. And get yourself usually there's a bag with some goodies in it,
Your
and then you
swag.
can walk
Yeah.
around and fill the bag up, and then sit down and have yourself a burger or dog, and I believe Mary Lou's might be there for some coffee, and
Okay.
it truly is a great day. Stop, our Quincy Veteran Service Office will have a table, so please stop by, say hi, introduce yourself, and if I already know you, come by and say hello.
Exactly, right? Just keep that connection going. It's
Absolutely.
all about the connections.
It is.
And benefits change, too. There may be new benefits that folks aren't aware of, or
Correct.
changes to existing benefits.
Yes.
It
Does, things change, and I think the state of Massachusetts does a great job of pushing that information
Yeah.
out with the PACT Act. I mean, you saw commercials constantly
Yes.
about it. We did a, time here with it.
Yep.
They do a really great job of making sure that our veterans, or doing their best to make sure that, the veterans are aware of what's going on, what
Yes.
changes, and what benefits are there.
Yep, that's great. Because some communities don't have a U, Christine,
Well,
Or they're
communities do,
combined,
yes.
yeah.
It just might not be a full-time person
Right.
or a full-time person, but there, in every community in the state of Massachusetts, there should be a veteran service officer there to support the veterans of that community.
Okay. This event on Saturday is free, right? There's
Free.
no charge.
No charge.
We should mention the sponsors, I guess, Veterans Voice Network, the City of Quincy, and VA Boston Healthcare,
Yes.
all stepping up.
Yes.
And I think it was been the same sponsors for the past couple of years.
The larger sponsors,
Yeah.
yes. And within, you'll see, I believe, Quincy Credit Union is another sponsor. There's quite a few.
Sure.
It is just a great event. And fingers crossed that our weather holds up.
Yes.
There
There is the new pavilion up there, so
There
you can
is.
take cover.
And it's beautiful. And Pageant Field is just a beautiful, beautiful area.
Yeah, it's completely transformed if folks haven't been, yeah.
If you haven't been there, even in the rain, it's
Yes.
beautiful. So,
Yes, exactly.
take time to go up there, if not on Saturday, any other day.
Right. It's for veterans, first responders, and their families.
Yes. So, chances are a lot of our first responders are veterans
No
as
question,
well.
yeah.
But there are benefits, not in the veteran piece, but through other agencies that will be there that first responders can look into.
Okay. So again, it's Saturday, July 13th, 10 to 3 at Pageant Field, the 5th annual Veterans Music Festival, VA Benefits and Career Expo. I know it's a lot to say, but it encompasses a lot of information.
It does.
Like
It
you
does.
pointed out.
And
Do you know how it started?
I
The thought
I
process
do
behind
not.
it? Okay.
I think it's similar to like a stand down. So Boston has one,
Oh,
and
okay.
it really just brings a lot of education benefits, same sort of thing. It was a lot smaller, I believe, the first year, and it has grown. It's huge now. I mean, in comparison to what it was the first year.
Yeah, do you know
so.
about how many folks you anticipate stopping by?
I think there were over 500
Wow,
last year.
okay,
And that's just people coming through, whether they stay the entire time. Because certainly on a good day, you bring your chair up there, you can sit in the grass, there's music playing all
Yes,
day long.
yep.
Last year, I know there were raffles.
Okay.
So it is a good, busy day. And still, again, fingers crossed that the weather holds up for us.
No, exactly. But it's rain or shine, I'm guessing.
It's not rain. I mean, if it's going to rain too hard, we will probably have to cancel
Oh,
it.
all right. Okay.
Because it really is just tents, and some people don't have the tents, and
I gotcha. Okay.
it just wouldn't make for a
Okay.
good day.
All right. So, but the call would be made what?
Friday.
On Friday. Okay. So
Yeah.
for now, it's a go.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And an event later on this year, in August, we should talk about.
August,
Yes.
yes. This is a great event. I think the city has been working on this unveiling for quite some time. And now they're kind of building in the Quincy Navy Park at Squantum dedication, as well as the unveiling of the Lone Sailor statue.
Yeah. So two things really, a new
Yes.
park and a new statue. Yeah.
So that's Friday, August 9th at Marina Bay Boardwalk. At 10 a.m. the ceremony starts.
Okay.
And then we'll be honoring a number of admirals and sailors and Marines who have served, who are known to our city.
Ah, okay. It says 11.
11.
Will be honored.
Yes.
And the admirals listed, are there 5 of them as well?
Six.
6 of them?
1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
All from Quincy.
Oh, all right.
Originated
I
from
see.
Quincy, born in Quincy. And then the notables, 5, who I will not give their names out because I don't know where that, who knows about that. But
Oh, I see. Okay.
ultimately, I'm sure you've heard of their names.
You have. Everybody who's been in Quincy for a short period of time would know all these
And
names.
very
Yeah.
well deserved for each and every one of them. So,
Yeah. So this will be a public park?
Public park.
Public park.
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
And making note of just the naval history at Squantum, right?
At Squantum, Quincy as a whole,
Yeah.
and then, of course, the admirals and our notables.
Right.
So it's going to be beautiful. And the Lone Sailor alone attracts so many people.
Really?
I believe there's 18 or 19 across the states. So it's not like you can
Not
just,
very many. Yeah.
hop in your car and definitely see one.
It's a destination.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
So we're honored. We're lucky, and I know Quincy will take care of their Lone Sailor statue.
Nice. Yeah. There's a rendering of it that's shown in the flyer here that we'll make public later on
Yes.
when everything is confirmed. But I know the statue's already in Quincy.
It is in
Yeah.
Quincy. I believe it stands 7 feet tall.
Wow. Okay.
Approximately 800 pounds
Mm-hmm.
in weight. So it is a mighty statue.
Do you know who the sailor is that it was modeled after?
World War II veteran is the veteran that did the original Lone Sailor. I believe it was created in 1987.
Okay.
Bleifeld might be his name.
Okay,
I
all right.
apologize if I'm
That's
getting
okay.
that last name wrong, but he's a World War II Navy veteran
I see.
that created this statue.
Very good.
So
All right.
it's,
And again, that-
it's beautiful.
Friday, August 9th, 10 a.m. out of Marina Bay, and it says there'll be some lunch afterwards
Yes.
for the attendees, so that's
Yes.
something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
And then a little later on this year,
Yes.
Some big changes up at Mount Wollaston.
Mount
Cemetery.
Wollaston,
Yeah.
yep. So we'll have a dedication in November for the monument that will honor and remember our fallen in our soldiers, sailors, our service members that passed since Persian Gulf.
Right. And we were talking about this earlier this morning, and you said to me, in the 4 wars since 1990.
Yes,
Yeah.
4. So Persian
4
Gulf.
theaters, I guess. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Persian Gulf, Iraq,
Yeah.
Afghanistan, and then the global war on terror. That
And when
kind
you
of.
said that to me, I'm like, wow, there
Yeah.
4 different
It's separate.
conflicts
Right.
in 34 years.
Right.
Yeah. Those first veterans are now
Yeah, that would be me.
yourself, yeah, in their early mid-50s
I
or
was,
so.
20.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was quite some time ago.
Yeah. So is
But I
that
remember it.
scheduled, date been scheduled for the dedication of that monument?
Somewhere around Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, okay.
Yeah, we'll have more coming out about that.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
And that's obviously in the veteran section, which is completely renovated.
Yes, again, another place, if you haven't been up there, it is beautiful. The mayor and all involved in really making that a special and honorable place for our veterans.
Yep.
And for the city, you know, to look and see our veteran section with the American flag, city, state, and then our branches of service flags flying and waving, and it's
Makes a
beautiful.
statement for
It
sure.
does.
Yeah, it really
It
does.
does.
Always great to see you, Christine.
Always good to see you.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Absolutely,
and
anytime.
I know folks can give you a call at your office if they have questions.
Absolutely. I think you'll probably
Yep,
put my
put the
phone
number
number
up there,
up.
sure.
And can I just do the one thing on, do we have a second?
Real fast.
Okay, real fast. Just keep a lookout for the HERO Act that is currently in the Senate that will make some changes to benefits, looking at the annuity for 100% service-connected disability to increase to $12.50 2 times a year, property tax expanding, and then expanding the veteran motor vehicle benefit and waiving the license plate fee. So just keep a lookout, newspaper, Google. We should be hearing more by the end of the month on where that stands and what in a total it was passed with.
Great. Please come back and let us know.
Absolutely,
All
will
right.
do. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.